long, like chicken fingers and cane sauce, crinkle cut fries and cane sauce, Texas toast and cane sauce, coleslaw and cane sauce. Okay, maybe skip that match. No matter who you're rooting for this summer, kick it with Canes for the games. One love.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Time for a new AC? Call Bryant. Get rebates now and lower operating costs every day. For comfort and efficiency, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Daytime highs approaching 86. Today, under overcast skies with a slight chance for storms. Winds out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, slight chance for showers. Lows dip down to about 68. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Right now, it's 73 degrees.
Transform your watch party into a full fan experience. Benny's Battle Barge from Arbor Axe House is the mobile axe throwing trailer designed for fans who want more than just to watch from the sidelines. Step into a lane and go head-to-head while the game plays on screen. It's safe, fun, and perfect for groups who take their sports and their competition seriously. Upgrade your fan headquarters today. Charter the barge at arbораxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Lincoln summers are hot, but Bonsall Pool and Spa is keeping it cool. We're celebrating our 75th diamond anniversary with a massive customer appreciation party on Saturday, July 11th from 11 to 3. Come hungry for free Muchachos food truck tacos and icy snow cones. Plus, score exclusive 4-hour flash sales on BioGuard chemicals and Polaris automatic cleaners. You can even enter to win a $7,500 premium backyard sauna giveaway. Celebrate 75 years with Bonsall Pool and Spa, 33rd and Nebraska Parkway. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to The Drive on this Friday. And for you, Eric, if you're listening Friday, it is cloudy downtown Lincoln. And man, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Very humid out this morning, H-Bomb. How you doing, my brother?
I am doing it just fantastic. It is Friday. Happy Friday to all the 93.7 Ticket listeners. And plenty of stuff to talk about here in the offseason. It is full. Well, there's some breaking news, but a lot of speculation, and we'll kind of touch in that with Husker football. I do want to steal a little bit of a segment. I know we're going to talk Husker football. Austin Orman brought up a good one yesterday. The nuts and bolts players of Nebraska football. You know, kind of going through the depth chart. You know, what are those players that you've ever been to, like those county fairs where it feels like if that one screw on that ride falls out, the whole thing's going to fall apart?
Exactly why I don't get on them, buddy.
Who are those players for Husker football? So, yeah, maybe we'll mix into that as well.
Yes.
So, if you guys are always welcome, 402-464-5685. AD, how's it going for you this morning?
Man, it's going good. This is it's a lot going on. Obviously very excited. My oldest son, Aiden, gets married to his bride, Isabella, tomorrow evening. So I had family that came in last night, some additional ones today and tomorrow. And so, man, I'm excited, man. I'm a proud papa. It's going to be weird to have it's weird because he's older than you are. You know, all my kids, with exception of Nia is not, of course, but because you're 27?
27.
When did you turn 27?
April 12th. So
you and Keenan, how old is Keenan? Keenan's 26. You're a year older than Keenan. He's 26. I always remember his easier because he was born in 2000.
Okay, good save there.
So
I was worried that you weren't going to be able to leave in the segment without figuring it out.
I don't know how the kid is. 26, 27, 28. So Keenan just turned 26 April 20th. And the Nice is the 18th. And so AD turns 28. Yeah, he turns 28 August 4th. So the wedding's tomorrow. But, man, it's just really cool, man. It's cool to – I was hanging out with my brothers and my sisters last night. All of us were together. They arrived in town, my sisters from down south. So it's cool to have everybody together for, a joyous occasion. You know, last year we did as well, thankfully. But prior to last year, Keenan's wedding, man, it was just like boom, 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 boom. So that can wear you out. So it's just cool it's going to be for a good occasion. So today and tomorrow will be crazy busy, man.
That's a good time. Weddings are always a good time. I still got to get fitted for a suit, which I've been pushing off. I need to do that soon.
You got a wedding coming up, obviously?
Yeah, I got one in September that I got to be getting ready for. I got to lead people to the pews is my role.
So you're going to be usher?
Usher.
There you go. Usher. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I see a lot of fun and friendly faces, and I'm really pumped, man. I'm really pumped for it, excited. So I'm also excited, and I want to, I just want to gauge you on this. We've talked about this a little bit, H-Bomb, and to the listeners. Like I said, we got a full show for you today, a lot to go over, a lot of good stuff to dive into, get your opinion. But we're at 57 days until kickoff.
I'm getting excited. I'll be just flying out.
So tell me why. I want to know. Here's the questions. And open it up to the text line, as Harrison already did. 402-464-5685. Harrison, why are you're excited? Tell us if you're excited or not. And if you are excited, why you are. And if you're not, tell us why you're not.
I got a sickness. Like, I just love Husker football.
You got a fever.
Or bad. I'm going to watch it. We just had Gifford on early break.
Yep, I heard
Giff. Catch that.
Yeah.
And he said something, he was kind of talking about people still respect Nebraska at the end there. It's like people, respect it. They say, wow, cool place to play in, paraphrasing here. But he says he does get every now and then a hard time for, paraphrasing with some of the lack of success they have. It's like that kind of stuff drives me up a wall a little bit where they still have that respect of how cool of a place Nebraska is. But it seems just pretty clear to me that we quite haven't still met expectations. Like, people know what it can be. It is still that sleeping giant. And I'm starting to go back into the belief that, maybe we are still that sleeping giant. And I know as years have gone on, it's like, were we really ever a sleeping giant, or is we kind of just so far removed from the 90s and the 80s that we'll never wake up to that again? But now, I don't know if it's a Matt Rule. I hope it's Matt Rule. I hope it's sooner than later. But I don't ever want to lose that feeling that like we are a sleeping giant. With the fan base that we have, we see it in all these other sports, baseball, softball, wrestling. Once again, shout out Rich Lovett, Brock Hardy, Policio. You guys, free wrestling camp. Incredibly cool that they're doing that. There's still time to sign up for it. It's not till late August. But with all those other sports success, like you see the way the fan base gets behind it, you see the support from it. There's still a world where that can be the same for football. And especially in the era of NIL with the 27 classes they're putting together, they can develop those guys. Again, it's going to take time to become that monster again, but I don't want to lose that hope. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
You see Eric's text. Go to hell, AD.
Go to hell, AD. Before you said anything, the show didn't even start yet.
He doesn't like when I say Friday. Before I dive in the text, I'm going to tell you, I am excited. I'm cautiously. I'm not even going to, I'm just cautious, but I'm very excited. First of all, it's Nebraska football.
Yeah, we had disc golf, Jake. Why are we excited? He says, bruh, football.
Yeah.
All caps.
And disc golf, yeah. I concur with you, disc golf, Jake. I'm right with you, bro. It's football. I'm just excited for football in general. But bringing the question back to Nebraska, Harrison, this is at 52 years old. I've seen the best of Nebraska football, and I've seen the basement. And no matter what, I'm a cheer for my squad, man. I love them. They make me angry. They make me crazy. They make me numb. I love my Huskers, man. I'm excited to see it. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to see. But as far as predictions and things of that nature, no, I ain't doing none of that because I don't know what this team is going to look like. But this is my squad, and I'm going to cheer for them come hell or high water. Like until the day that God takes me away from here, I'm going to cheer for my squad. Yeah, will they piss me off? Yes, they will. But for me, Harrison, has been kind of a double-edged sword. No, not even double-edged sword, a double whammy. Because I'm pissed off on Saturdays, I'm pissed off on Sundays with my Steelers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's just been
welcome to my entire life up until 2 years ago.
Harrison's like, AD, so what you saying? I'm that's my life.
I can't even complain. The worst part, I'll shout out my mom. I know she listens every now and then. She's been a Jets fan her whole life.
What's your mom's name?
Jolene Arns. I can't remember which quarterback she thought was cute at the time, but that's the whole
what's your
reason.
mom's name?
Jolene.
Jolene, I applaud you for being a Jets fan.
She's still riding with them too, and I feel bad for her.
When is the last time the Jets have even been good?
I don't know. When was the last time they made a playoff? They didn't make it far. Is it close to like when Nebraska? Last time Nebraska made it around 2016, maybe even earlier than that.
I might have to. Let me see.
It's been a hot minute. I know they're sitting there with one of the worst playoff droughts. That and Jake's Miami Dolphins have been doing too hot either. I'd have to rack up who's got the worst streak for last time they won a playoff game.
It was 2010.
2010, so even worse.
Yeah, Rex Ryan was the hit. That was the coach, and Mark Sanchez was the quarterback.
Right. That's right. It was Sanchez.
Wow.
Yeah, so I try not to complain too much because you could be a Jets fan.
Well, you know what? Even worse, and no disrespect to my buddy EU, my agent Chris Fisher. They're Raiders fans.
Yeah, that's tough too. But there's some hope, right? Like at least they have some hope with Mendoza now. That is not the face, if you're a Raiders fan, you want to see.
I'm giving you the Kermit the Frog. Hey, home. I am Kermit the Frog.
Well, they got Kelly out of there. I feel like they got some of the non-working cogs out of the room.
I don't think the Raiders have a chance in hell to be good ever again. Dude, the Raiders are basically Dallas North. Dallas Northwest. They can't get out of their own way.
They don't even get enough wins to call themselves Dallas North.
No, you know what? That's a great point. Yeah. They don't. The Raiders have so much. And the thing about it, I don't dislike the Raiders. I don't dislike the Cowboys. I don't dislike. You already know the only team I don't like and can't cheer for ever is the Patriots. Everybody else, I mean, it's like if the Steelers aren't playing them, I don't really care.
You don't have that Ravens animosity?
Here's why I don't. They play the same way that the Steelers do.
Okay.
anemic offense, but they will hit you in the mouth on defense.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of Harbaugh, though, man. I'm a big fan of Ray Lewis. I was a big fan of the late Saragusa, God rest his soul. Because they just played hard-nosed ball, man. It was never pretty, but they just – so the Ravens – and I think if you live there, it's different because my cousins hate Baltimore as well.
Yeah, I know.
And they hate Cleveland,
Ben's
and they
a
hate
Ravens
Cincinnati,
fan.
and they hate the Patriots. But they live there, so the proximity, of course, Ohio to Pennsylvania is right there. They're butt up against each other. It's like me hating Iowa. My cousin don't understand why I hate Iowa so much. I mean, like, why do you hate Iowa? Well, I think that's just me. I think if you live someplace, the proximity, you were born in it, you were raised in it, it kind of brings a little bit more. It's kind of like folks that were, born and raised here. You probably have a huge dislike for Colorado, even though you don't play them every year. It was just that bad taste in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't dislike Baltimore. I mean, I don't like them, but I don't dislike them. I respect them.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I respect them. But yeah, Raiders, I don't know. And back to your mom with the Jets. Yeah, so me and you both get it on the Saturday and Sunday, bringing it full circle back to our Huskers. Saturdays have been historically, you know what? One of the worst moments for me, Minnesota was a new low for me last year.
Is that like the lowest low?
I wouldn't say it wasn't the lowest low, but it's right there. Because a team that you should have absolutely dog walked just didn't show up. And not only that, got embarrassed. And that score could have been worse than what it was. I can't say never. That was one of the most frustrating games that I'd ever watched in Nebraska football. And I go back to maybe Oklahoma State back in maybe 20 text line helped me out when fans started walking out. And I think the next day that Steve Peterson was released, I was fired. But that was pretty bad too. That one in Minnesota are two of the ones that, and then when Callahan, we went to Kansas and Kansas hung like 70 on us.
Yeah, that one.
That's another one. That one, I turned it off. I said, I'm not watching this anymore.
I used to think we were playing Ohio State. I can't remember if it was a conference championship game or if it was like towards the end of the regular season. But Nebraska was good. I think we lost 60. I think we gave up like 60 points. I mean, maybe it was the Kenny Bell. No, that was Wisconsin. We got blown out. I want to say it's 2017, maybe.
Was it when the running back from Wisconsin ran for like 1 billion yards?
No, we were playing Ohio State.
Ohio State.
They destroyed us.
Okay.
No, that Wisconsin game it was tough.
I think it was Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon who ran all over us.
I think he's still running.
Well, no, he kept fumbling with the Denver Broncos. So
yeah,
he had some problems. I don't know where he's at in the NFL right now. He's a good back, but he did have some turnover issues when he got to the NFL.
He would cough it up a lot.
He would. But for me, the one that really hurt, Georgia Southern, Frost.
Oh, bro.
I just remember because I was kind of lucky. I had a wedding. And so I was out at the wedding and they kind of had the score up and, we get off the trolley, whatever, we hop in there and we're looking at the TV and we're like, that can't be right.
What'd the bar tab get to that night?
I think they just said, everyone drinks for free. We're going to go through this together. It was, I mean, jaws were on the floor.
We're going to go through this together.
And, it was still kind of early, but you could see it's like our defense can't stop these guys.
No.
The running backs running all over us. They're just winning on these matchups outside. And that was the biggest point where it sunk in. Like, oh my gosh, we're way further back than any of us ever realized. And like, even at that point, I knew it's going to be a long time before I ever see, to go back full circle, the quote unquote sleeping giant. That game proved we are so much further than I think anybody even realized.
Sleeping giant. We weren't asleep. We were like inebriated under anesthesia. I mean, it wasn't even a sleeping giant. We were like a half dead giant.
Yeah, they had the rights to pull the plug. It was like on the decision. It was that bad to where you didn't know what the future of Nebraska football looked like when that game ended.
That was such a that was just 4 years ago. Think about it.
Yeah.
September 10th, 2022. I'm looking at it right now. 45-42. And I look at this year, bring it this year. And bring it, like I said, I'm going to be okay. Text line. H-bomb. Be vulnerable here. I want this team, like everybody, I want success so bad this year. I mean, I'm just tired of it. And I know I'm not the only one, but I want this team to succeed so bad, but I just don't want to see the same bull we've seen in the past, man. Am I saying win every game? That's going to be a tough order for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But at least look like you belong there. Look like you practice. Look like you want to be there. Have some dog in you. And like you said, those what is that? What is that screw for Nebraska? What's that? That
the
screw?
nuts and bolts.
What's that nut? What's the nuts and bolts?
Supporting pillar.
Yeah, so I'm excited to talk about that too. But yeah, it's just.
Well,
yeah.
you just do something. The cards aren't always going to be in your favor, and that's the most frustrating part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I understand that.
At least come to the game with a deck of cards, though.
Bingo. Just because it's a tough battle doesn't mean you can show up, without anything in your hands to go. When things get tough, I know we mentioned like last year, Colorado 3-9, dumpster fire of the season. Hey, they beat Iowa State, number 22 ranked Iowa State at the time. Is that enough to change the program? No, but at least it's a little bit of hope and life in them. And for Nebraska football, there's teams you could easily win 5 games. That 6th game, can you win that? Okay, then can you take down just one time a team that's maybe a little bit better on paper? Can we ever schematically beat someone? Can we mentally beat someone?
See, okay, and we're going to come back. We got a few more minutes. We're definitely going to come back to the other side because I like what you just said. Schematically beat someone.
Mm-hmm.
That part there, Harrison, in my opinion, has been missing. And you know what schematics, you could say another part is schematically beat somebody. You got to have players developed in order to schematically beat somebody. We have been missing in those two areas so much, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen regression in players at times.
Well, it's just turnover.
Yeah. Oh,
all the turnover. I say it with our offensive line all the time. I thought those guys got a lot of grief through the really bad years of Nebraska football. Just think of the offensive coordinators and offensive line coaches that were just running through the door. I mean, they just had new coach. In the Frost era, you had, I'm blanking on his name, start with an L. He was the Oregon OC, and he came down to Lubick.
Yep.
Yeah, Lubick was down there, and then Frost was calling plays. And you just kept going through all these different coaches. And then with the offensive line, it was really a rotating door until we had Donovan Raiola. But you questioned, was that a piece to keep a player in the fold? I don't know. That's, again, I'm not in the locker room. Maybe they really thought he was a good fit for what Nebraska was trying to do. But, they haven't been given the best hand of cards either. And when you're going through all that turnover, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised when a team's inconsistent, when the coaching staff itself hasn't been consistent.
Okay. I'm going to make a note because I'm going to come back to this on the side because I really want to get into this.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got 57 days to break it down.
Yes, we do. I want to make. I'm literally putting the note here in my phone right now.
Well, while you're doing that right now, Sanderson, again, talking about the worst moments of Husker football, he said, you just nailed the 2 for me, AD. Kansas scoring at will, and then Minnesota last year. It was just pathetic. 7930 says it all goes back to coaching. 6883 Texas Tech 70-10. I was living in Bloomington, Indiana.
Yes.
Had my coworkers over because I wanted them.
Everybody get out! Get the hell out now!
Coworkers over because I wanted them to see what real football was like. They had all left by halftime following Monday. They had printed off 70-10 scores and plastered it. I mean, plastered it all over the office. Do you even put it in the 2 weeks or you leave on the spot?
I tell you what you don't do. You don't say a word when you go back to the office on Monday. You just go in and do or work remote if you can that day, man. Dude, I feel my heart goes out for you, unknown Texas. That'd be rough, man. That'd be rough. Well, living at that time, it's not like Indiana could say a lot either, in Bloomington.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like, well, you guys suck too.
Yeah, but they didn't care.
They didn't care.
They weren't talking about basketball.
Yeah.
They weren't talking about football.
Yeah, especially when you're kind of hyping. I'm not saying you were doing this, but you were saying, hey, see some real football. They're probably like, you're delusional. You just got dog walked 70-10. You just lost by 60. You mentioned, and I'm gonna read some more. We'll read some more of these texts too.
Uh-huh.
But you mentioned schematically, and I want to get back on that because development schematically, and I would also say some misses. So we're gonna talk more. We're gonna dive more into that when we come back. We got a lot to discuss because technically this is why I like how me and Harrison roll, like me and Swim rolled. We just kind of roll where the the flow is going, of where the conversation is going, because there's a lot to unpack with that, and I truly believe there is. Also, we're going to talk about some Nebraska basketball. Kel Jacobson and a few other players took the mic yesterday, shared how things are going in that direction. 10 o'clock, we'll talk a ton, because we're going to break these down, and I appreciate the article you sent, Harrison. I was going over that last night and this morning. College football's top 10 coaches, and kind of get your comments on that. And we're also finally going to talk about Kerr Kriisa. That man was doing more laundry than the laundromats, but he wasn't washing clothes. It's the Drive. It's Friday. We'll be back.
Keep summer green with Judson Baleen and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit, long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Sports remind us what's possible when we believe in each other. When teamwork and trust matter just as much as talent. On and off the field or court, we're stronger when we work together. That's why at UBT, your money has people who have your back. From financial coaching and goal setting to home loans and business support. Success happens when you've got the right team, and you'll find yours at UBT. Union Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, Commercial Loan Officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Play ball! Some places just feel like home. In Lincoln, that place is Haymarket Park. For 25 seasons, it's where we gather with friends, with family, and our out-of-towners who want that same warm welcome. It's where kids catch their first foul ball, where we're all neighbors for at least 9 innings. Because when Salt Dogs fans root for our home team, there isn't a single stranger in the stands. So come one, come all, and let your local tradition play on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Lincoln summers are hot, but Bonsall Pool and Spa is keeping it cool. We're celebrating our 75th diamond anniversary with a massive customer appreciation party on Saturday, July 11th from 11 to 3. Come hungry for free Muchachos food truck tacos and icy snow cones. Plus, score exclusive 4-hour flash sales on BioGuard chemicals and Polaris automatic cleaners. You can even enter to win a $7,500 premium backyard sauna giveaway. Celebrate 75 years with Bonsall Pool and Spa, 33rd and Nebraska Parkway. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive. If you own a BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, or Mini, you know specialized service matters. Our team uses advanced diagnostic equipment, OE equipment, including factory-level software, to accurately diagnose and repair your vehicle. Dealer-level capabilities with hometown service. A1 Automotive, 1117 L Street. You can call us 402-477-4660.
Transform your watch party into a full fan experience. Benny's Battle Barge from Arbor Axe House is the mobile axe throwing trailer designed for fans who want more than just to watch from the sidelines. Step into a lane and go head-to-head while the game plays on screen. It's safe, fun, and perfect for groups who take their sports and their competition seriously. Upgrade your fan headquarters today. Charter the barge at arbораxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to Fourth Quarter Fridays, baby. It's always the fourth. We'd always go like this. We'd lift our hands up.
Is that universal in football? Everyone holds up the four? Because that was our tradition.
Yeah.
Some other high schools did that.
You see a lot of folks who do that. Sometimes they put four up and they continue to get beat down for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there was one game. It was hard to put the four up, but we did it. Just like, one more, and then we're done.
we got another quarter of this behind whooping. Who was you guys' biggest rival at Hardington? Who was the team that you guys just...
Crofton.
Who was it?
Crofton.
Oh, you said that quick, too.
Oh, they hated us, too. I'll never forget. Ethan Poppy, great guy. I'll never forget. He would just drive us crazy. He'd say, "You haven't seen the Poppy shoulder," because he played running back. We're like, who is this guy?
Poppy
you know
shoulder.
what? He was a pretty good player, and he did run hard. And,
So he backed it up.
We beat him my senior year. Our junior year, it was pretty evenly matched up when we were both pretty good there. We had the guy going to Air Force. We had some studs there. And then they just out-physicaled us. They beat us in a low-scoring game. I mean, a lot of the Northeast games, like our coach would always say, it's a Northeast slobberknocker. And that, like, he almost sounded like he's from the South. I don't know where. I think he's from Oglala, Nebraska, but he sounded like he just came from SEC country. But, you know, it was always really physical football. But, yeah, us and Crofton just, like, always feuded. Never liked each other. I haven't met any of them today. Like, I'm sure they're very similar to who I am based on how close we were, where we grew up from. But, yeah, that's an ultimate proximity thing. And then anytime we played Hartington Public, which was very rare, it was always, you know, two schools literally across the street. So that one was always pretty
She went
big.
to the Catholic school.
Yeah, they thought, you know, we were a bunch of private snobs, and then they were, you know, the gritty, hardworking folks.
Gritty, hardworking folks.
And again, once again, we're pretty much very similar. We're all in the same town. In a town of 1,600, we're not that much different.
I spoke in Crofton years ago, and it's a nice little drive up there, man.
Nice little drive. They got a nice golf course too. I'll give that to
I haven't
Crofton.
played that up there.
It's right by the Lewis and Clark Dam, or it's more by the river than it is the dam. But it's beautiful. It's right by the water there.
I spoke in Crofton one afternoon. Then I drove up to Yankton, stayed a night in Yankton. Do you remember that old bridge?
Yes.
Bro.
You'd be sweating bullets driving over that thing. Did you see the because
They got a new one now.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
Okay, so you did get to see the new one.
But that old one,
where you had one going above and one going underneath.
yes. See, I had that the first. This was years ago.
Uh-huh.
You'd been a little dude. And it was getting towards evening, and I remember one of the teachers or administrators at Crofton telling me, "Hey, have you been over that bridge?" I'm like, what bridge? They're like, "You'll know it," because I was speaking at a very Sacred Heart hospital up there in Yankton for their staff. And the bridge, dude, it was barely big enough to fit the cars you're going through.
Oh, I kind of like when the trucks are going across it. I couldn't believe the amount of stress I'd have. Not only do you have a heavy weight on what looks like an aged bridge that was ready to go at any moment. When you're in there with just like, if you just got a van, an SUV, like you're going to be able to put your arms out and touch the
bridge.
Yeah.
I had never been so scared. I literally had my eyes just dialed, focused. I wasn't looking to the left or the right. I'm just like, how is this even legal?
It's a short little stretch too, but it is a sweaty stretch.
Yes, it is.
Like you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. The new bridge, beautiful. Great new bridge, but that old one, man, I had never been so scared going over a bridge in my life, man. That thing is insane.
That became the hangout spot. Well, not the
bridge?
hangout spot, the old bridge, yeah. Like more for the Yankton kids, but if people want to go up there, now you walk it. It's just a walking bridge. And like it's the classic. That's where everyone puts like the chain locks together for their day dates or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that became the new spot for Yankton.
For their what? They put the chain locks for what?
You ever seen that where you put the locks? You see it all the time for like couples or whatever.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I was like, what kind of dating was y'all doing? Okay. I was like, well, I'm just not going to touch that one. Guess they roll a little different up there in the Yankton Crofton area.
Yeah, I'm glad we cleared that up. If I left that up to the confusion, that would have been bad for Northeast Nebraska reputation. Padlocks was the word I was looking for.
There
not
we go.
Chains. No chains involved.
Each their own, I guess. I don't know. Unknown texter 1023. Joshua, what's up, brother? West Plains, Missouri. Thanks for texting in, my man. Appreciate you. You know, you mentioned, Harrison, strategy and schematics. And I put my little notes here so I wouldn't forget. Not only the lack of development of players, but missed hires.
Yeah.
We look at last year. Butler obviously was not a fit. And I can go on.
McGuire. Coach.
You know, the one that I don't fault McGuire at 24, however it was, for taking the job. If you're going to pay me at 24 years old, you know, $200,000, $250,000, whatever it is, $150,000 at 24.
Good on him.
Good on him. Get your money. You can't hire a 24-year-old receivers coach, man, who was just saying dang age as the guys he was coaching, never played the position. Now, let me say that with a disclaimer. You don't have to play the position you're coaching. A lot of coaches coach various, but you had no experience. None. This was not a job. And the thing about Nebraska when Rule came in, this was not something to where it was you could bring in. No. This was an overhaul, a rebuild. That was the most baffling hire to me. And like I said, I don't knock the kid. Get your money. I look at Rule for that was like, have his dad hire him down there at Texas Tech. And buddies of mine around the country were like, bro, do you know how much coaching we have done to be able to get a position coaching, a head position coaching job? There's guys that coach years at smaller schools, at other venues before they get a shot. And to each their own. That one I just could not understand for the likes of me. And you know what even galvanized it and verified it? When Holgerson came in, he said, oh, no, the play that y'all have been doing before, that ain't going to cut it.
We called him out for how big wide receivers we have and the lack of physicality.
Called him out.
Like at first, like 1 week he noticed that.
And
again, McGuire, a young coach. I'm not surprised.
Man, get your money.
When did Nebraska became, hey, get your start up here?
Exactly.
We're supposed to be a destination school. If we're not going to act like it, then the back to the sleeping giant will never happen.
It'll never happen.
No.
And that's why I put in my notes, development of players, but also missed hires. Harrison, it was just baffling to me because those little blips set you back every time. You never gain momentum when you're starting over again. It's almost like every day going to the gym, but you put on 30 pounds every day because you eat crappy every night. And you're constantly you're at a net zero all the time. You haven't started anything. You make no momentum, no gains. So you're constantly starting over again. I am hoping that we have some longevity with this current staff. No, I get it. I'm not an idiot. I'm not the smartest guy in the room by any stretch of your imagination. Some coaches will leave because there's better opportunities. They become a coordinator or they become a head coach. I get that. I don't want to see coaches make lateral moves if they're good coaches. Now, if a coach is just not getting it done here, hey, so be it. Best of luck to you. But those are the things that were the toughest for me in these first couple years. Were just the missed hires. We talk about, development. Development is huge too, but that comes down to the coaches you're bringing in. Can they develop?
Well, when you identify it too, can you keep them? And again, I hate to always bring this one up, but to me, it's most glaring. Me and Carrick were talking about it. What is your expectations for Nebraska football? Can you put a number on it? Maybe can you put first conference game, last conference game? Do you look better? But can you break it down? Are we better in this part of the game than we were last year? And where there's no doubt we are better there. And special teams will at least that area, right? Where we could easily look at last year's and say special teams took a significant jump. That was no longer an area of weakness. In fact, it was a little bit of a strength for Nebraska. And then whatever it was with Satterfield, we couldn't keep that. The one piece that I felt like we got it right, we couldn't hold on to it. So again, maybe we roll into special teams and the tutelage works and we can just kind of hand it off. Again, we're not necessarily bringing a new guy into the building. We're just elevating a coach to that special team spot. So maybe it doesn't fall apart, but that's the other part to me is every time we feel like that we have an upgrade at a certain spot, for whatever reason, we can't keep them there either.
Brett Mahar, the new special teams coordinator. Brett was around, as well as Nick Humphrey will be the co-special teams coordinator. And Brett, of course, played
rooting for him
like
former
crazy. Jay knows him a lot better than I don't. I don't know Brett well. I don't even know Brett other than passing, so I don't know him from Adam. But the young man, like I said, he played Nebraska, played in the NFL. Has been around a lot of. Was around special teams, of course, because he played special teams at the highest level. So whether that transfers to Nebraska, we don't know. But I do like our shot there. But again, there's just there's question marks of just what's going to happen with the new coaches that are out there. You think about just kind of real quick, just kind of give you a rundown. Obviously got Rob Orick, who's the defensive coordinator now. Dana, who remains, of course, as offensive coordinator. EJ at running backs coach. Corey Brown, the new defensive line coach. Dvorak obviously returns. I mentioned the special teams already. Roy Manning with the edges. I have met Roy at the barbershop when I had my beard. But I met Roy. Roy, first of all, Roy looked like he could still play football.
I can see that.
Yeah, Roy Manning's a big dude. That dude, he comes with it. And Roy, of course, was at San Diego State prior to coming here with USC and Oklahoma as well. But Roy played ball up at Michigan, is where his alma mater is at. And but just to, like I said, played back in early 2000 and 2004, give or take, during that time period. So like I said, I like his style. Like I said, just sit and talk with the barbershop, intense guy, real easy to talk to. And we were talking. I said, man, Roy, you look like you still play. He goes, hey, man. He goes, hey, look, dog, if I'm asking these guys to be in shape, he goes, I better be in shape. I like that. I'm not saying you have to be, but it sure helps galvanize your message to your players to when you're saying, listen, I'm willing to do what I'm asking you to do, and I've done it. Does that equal to the field? We don't know, but I do like that aspect of it, whether that equals things or not. But so you look at, like I said, there's a lot of question marks there, what happens with these coaches. But I wanted to go back to that when you mentioned schematics and how that's important. And I wanted to allude to the point that obviously scheme is important and development is important, but you can't miss on the hire who's going to do those things I just mentioned either.
Well, that's where, and maybe Matt Rule did the right thing. Maybe these are the right coaches, or a majority of the right coaches, that we had to make some changes, and you can't always control the coaches' decisions on if they're going to go to other destinations or not. But the hope is that you don't keep cycling through. Like, at some point, you got to feel good about what you got in the room. And now if they have a lot of success and your coaching tree expands to other, that's different than guys leaving because for whatever reason it wasn't working at Nebraska. So there's kind of, coaches leaving because they've just gotten that good and there's bigger opportunities. It feels a little bit different than maybe some coaches going because it just hasn't quite worked out there. Excuse me. I'm trying to be optimistic on the outlook because I think Jeep Wade's great. I don't have any problems with Orick out there either whatsoever. But it's just, again, we're kind of sitting here waiting to see if those pieces are going to start clicking together. Can you get those players to buy in to new coaches this often? Because not every coach is going to teach techniques the same. Not every coach's language is going to be the same. maybe Matt Rule as a more of a CEO approach can help be around a lot of that, make sure everybody gets on the same page. But, I think that was always kind of my hope for it with Matt Rule taking more of a CEO approach, that he can walk around and make sure everyone is on the same page here. There is no doubt about who we are, the culture we have, because I'm sitting over watching everybody. And as soon as somebody's not meeting the standard, because I'm on that more of that CEO approach, I can go make adjustments. I don't know if we've fully looked connected, through all three phases yet.
I'm going to get your opinion on this, Harris, because I think it's a valid point. Unknown texture 1562 says, I'm sorry, but if he weren't a Nebraska alum, people would be freaking out about hiring someone with zero experience coaching special teams. What do you think, Harrison?
I'll say this much. He was there with him already, with Eckler. So with Brett Maher, it is one of those special teams. How much money do you want to give for that position? I don't hate that they elevated him. I just would have, and again, I don't know the full reasons why Eckler didn't stay or why he moved on. I would have loved to keep him. And then maybe Maher down the road takes over eventually. Or maybe Maher says, I've got a lot of great experience under Eckler. I'm going to go do it somewhere else. Maybe one day I do find myself back at Nebraska. It feels like a guy that wants to be at Nebraska, though. So if Eckler was leaving, I don't necessarily hate elevating him. You do keep a little bit of that continuity. And again, I kind of went on a whole rant to say continuity has been one of our biggest problems. So with Eckler gone, I don't hate the move. I've used the example, though. I just don't know if it's guaranteed. It's great to be under Eckler's tutelage. And I know they said they're going to try to keep some of the things the same. Just because I've been working under DP for a long time doesn't mean I'm ready to run the radio station. It's one thing to be under the tutelage. It's another thing to take over. So, is there a little bit of a rusty start? I have no idea, but it's just a lot to ask for. I think when you see such a significant jump in special teams, to expect it to, continue on that trajectory. I hope it does. But again, it's just a whole new ballpark when you're fully taking over that role.
Unknown texture 1562. I agree with you, Harrison. It doesn't. If he just came out of nowhere and it was assistant someplace else, I'd have a lot more concern because he was under Eckler and, was a part of that whole scheme, etc. It gives me more comfort, but I think 1562 is correct. I think it definitely helps that he played here, but more importantly, just that he played here. That's important. I mean, that's nice. But he played at the highest level. So it's not like he hasn't been part of special teams before.
He's got a long career, too. You look at all the NFL teams he's been on.
Yeah, he played a long time.
He's been to a lot of spots. And we do have 1998 unknown texter chiming in. He says, to give you some hope, my son was a long snapper at Nebraska when Maher was helping out, and says he definitely knows his stuff.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. I don't doubt that at all. But I think there is definitely credibility to him being a former player to where it kind of lets people give him a pass a little bit. But I guarantee you that Maher's not taking that as a pass. He's like, look, man, I got to come in here and prove my worth.
Well, I think he wants to do it for Nebraska.
Absolutely.
I think he does have that in his heart. So again, I'm rooting for him. I got nothing against the guy. But I'd be lying to say if I wasn't a little bit, ready to hold my breath when special teams roll out this year. Because I just don't want to we've lived long enough to see when it's not working and how many times we just can't afford that. Or especially with our defense where our offense is out, one bad special teams play, we're still at the point where that's going to lose this game.
Yeah.
We're not that dominant where we can get away with it.
Sanderson says, I don't know if it happened or not, but a phone call should have been made to Coach Bush. It's not doing your job. You know what? And honestly, Sanderson, I don't know if that took place or not, but what I do know, just like anything else, it's about relationships. If I don't know a guy, and I'm not saying they don't know each other because I don't know how that relationship goes, but if I don't know someone just because someone's good, that doesn't mean they're going to work with me. I can work with them. But Sanderson, I see your point. Whether that took place or not, I can't even speak on that, brother. I have no idea.
I hope I hope it was at least a thought. Maybe you don't have to, but I hope they're keeping their minds open. The one thing I hate is when I'm blanking on it, nepotism, hiring your buddies, get somebody who's going to cover your weaknesses. I don't want you coaching with your buddies. I want someone who knows your weaknesses that can work around those, even if it's not someone you're having drinks with. And sometimes it works. Maybe you can be buddies and be great coaches together. But you need people who see your weaknesses better than other coaches. That's going to be the best combo.
I'm going to tell you something. It's the same in the business world and in life, but in particular, if you're trying to grow something or be better, if you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong daggum room.
Yeah.
And strong leaders have no problem with their identity and confidence in themselves to bring in people who know more than what they do about a particular position or a situation. you got to surround yourself with the best and the brightest in the room. Now, obviously, if you have, obviously personality and conviction differences, it's not going to be a good fit. But at the end of the day, if pride gets in the way of position and capability, you're in trouble at that point. So, yeah, I totally feel you on that, man. Folks, when we come back, quick history segment before we dive into more college football, and not football, but football, because we have just 57. Did I say 56 or 57 days? 57 days is what it is until kickoff here in Nebraska. Didn't we mention the zero? What is week 0 matchup? We'll talk about when we come back.
Yeah, we got another double-ended matchup. It's a rematch between TCU and we'll talk about it on the other side. It's TCU and I can't remember North Carolina. That's the rematch over in Dublin.
It's getting closer. Folks, we'll be back. It's a drive.
There's a jalapeno heat wave rolling through Amigos, and honestly, we're here for it. The new crisp jalapeno popper burrito is stuffed with bold jalapeno cream cheese filling for a smooth, spicy heat in every crispy bite. And the new jalapeno popper Frenchies are a perfect fiery twist on the classic fave. This summer, the heat index is officially set by Amigos, and it's a jalapeno heat wave. Try the newest bold, fresh flavors at Amigos. Hey USA, it's your 250th birthday, and Amigos brings the party. The Yankee Burrito is back, and what's more American than a hot dog? In a crispy tortilla. This summer, the All-American Twist is back too, for just $3.99. There's festive layers of red slushy, white soft serve, and blue slushy, with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Celebrate freedom, flavor, and fun in every bite with a Yankee Burrito and All-American Twist, only at Amigos.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, Commercial Loan Officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by Bryant Air Conditioning, Electrical, Heating, and Plumbing. Slight chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise overcast skies. Highs around 86. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, slight chance of rain showers. Lows dip down to about 68. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Currently, it's 73 degrees.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Lights out? Let LES know where to go. With Powerline, your phone number is matched to your service address, so outages can be restored faster. Keep your information up to date at les.com/Powerline.
Are you looking for a jump start on your health and fitness this summer? The next Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge starts July 11th. And right now, ticket listeners can save an incredible $200 off the 10-week challenge. Our proven program combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition coaching, and accountability to help you lose fat, build strength, and create healthy habits that last. No matter your current fitness level, our coaches will guide you every step of the way. Don't wait until summer is over to start feeling better. Join the Farrell's 10-week challenge starting July 11th and save $200 as a ticket listener. Visit fxblincoln.com today. That's fxblincoln.com
Barrel's extreme body shaping results you can see and feel.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive. If you own a BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, or Mini, specialized service matters. Our team uses advanced diagnostic equipment, OE equipment, including factory-level software, to accurately diagnose and repair your vehicle. Dealer-level capabilities with hometown service. A1 Automotive, 1117 L Street. You can call us 402-477-4660.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front of the line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier, furry friends.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arends on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to The Drive. Got me and my man H-Bomb holding it down on this lovely Friday morning. It is 76 degrees today, a high of 82. About a 45% chance of showers later today, starting about
I'd say soon.
What's that?
I'd say soon based on the darkness outside.
Yeah, it is. It's little showers, which would not be bad. That's the showers we had not last night, but the night before were really good because it came down hard Wednesday night.
I slept like a baby through that one. I didn't even realize it. I woke up and some of the spots where I live at, the drainage isn't ideal. So I was like, we got quite a bit of water based on what I saw.
There was a lot of rain, man. There was a lot of rain that took place. Folks, in history for today, this was back in 2019. Kawhi Leonard, who was formerly with the Spurs at this time, signed a reported 3-year, $103 million contract. Harrison, you're an NBA guy. How much of that has he earned?
Mr. Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
Every dime.
He's always hurt.
Kawhi? I mean, he's
come on, man. That
dude, load
between him and Embiid, it's like they play like 3 games a month.
But to me, like, he's not. Like,
I love him,
he's
but
the guy that generally is not just sitting the sit, though. He's one of those where I feel like if he could play, he would play.
How many games? Let's look up how many games he's played last year.
Last year, Kawhi Leonard was great. Sneaky good year for Mr. Leonard.
I'm just curious how many games he's missed last year, though.
We'll pull it up here. Let me go through.
I love the guy. Don't be wrong. I love the guy. But it just seemed like he's always just with a towel on his head on the bench.
Because he's getting up there too, and we'll pull up a few seasons here. Let me pull up the stat reference because that's always a little bit better than the NBA site itself, actually. So this year, that is college. I don't want college. Give me NBA.
He was hurt then too. No.
Okay, so this year he played for 65 games. The year before, though, to your point, he played for 37 and then 68, 50, 52. The year he won a chip with the Raptors, 60. I mean, just 2 years ago.
Has he played a year of 70 games yet?
2015 and 16 were his last 70 season games.
11
or
years
70
ago.
game seasons.
10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. But when he's playing, he's averaging 27 points on 38% three-point shooting and 50% from the floor. So when he's ready to go,
he
he's
is
dominant.
definitely a baller. And I'm going to say this because to your point, I think you're right. If he can play, he can play. Some guys are just injury prone.
Well, and he is, and I think that's part of the reason why he doesn't always get the opportunity to decide if he's going to play or not. Yeah. So he's not a guy that's out there.
I don't see him just cashing it in though. I see him as a guy. If he could play, he'd play.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he was going to go to the Raptors, but that whole thing's on hold again because the investigation going on. What is this dumpster fire? It's not Sterling level bad, but what are you guys doing?
It's pretty bad.
It's bad, but I think the Sterling one was weird bad. Well, maybe I got to dig more into this one.
I think there's going to be more that's going to come out.
This one's just bad money, though.
Yeah, it's Sterling was all the way around.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just
bad dude.
Yeah, just not a good dude. Just not a good dude at all. Just not a good dude at all.
But we'll see. I'm just always a big Kawhi Leonard fan. That 20 when he won with the Raptors, that's still one of my favorite years to watch. Oh, that Game 7 versus the 76ers. I think that was the first time ever there was a buzzer beater in Game 7, which was kind of crazy to hear that.
He's when he's healthy, he is a problem, a major problem.
Found that out when they beat the Heat.
Yeah,
as Kawhi Leonard came off the bench. He wasn't starting because that was Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, that whole crew, and then here comes this guy Kawhi Leonard. Everyone's like,
"Who is this dude?"
He might be.
He goes, "Well, let me introduce myself. Take this and take that and take this," and then that laugh. I was like, "Is he laughing or is he in pain?" But the reason why I like him because he's just his own guy. Doesn't care. I mean, it doesn't seem like he really cares about being in the spotlights and all that. It just seemed like he's just one of them dudes who just kind of goes about his business.
It took him years to get a new car. Like he was driving his crappy, and maybe
like
it was
an old SUV or something like that.
Yeah, and he was just riding that around when he has millions of dollars in the bank.
And you know what? I like that part of him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need the newest of this or that. I'm good. And he's got generational wealth. He's gonna be just fine. Real quick, speaking of that. Oh gosh, the name is totally escaped me right now.
Spur?
No, we're switching it. We're talking about finances, talking about history too. Football player, receiver, was just didn't last. He was with the Texans for the longest part of his career. Oh, then he went to Baltimore for like half a year. Oh man,
just recently?
Just recently. Been in the league for 13 years.
Oh, now you're killing me.
I literally was
reading
it.
See if you can beat me.
I was reading it last night. I was falling asleep. Is why. Oh man.
Deontay Johnson? No, that's not 13 years though.
No. Goodness, this is driving me crazy. I'm typing in everything I possibly think of, and as you find it, played for the Ravens, played for the Texans, played for the Titans as well. DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay, I was so Cardinals. Hopkins with the
Okay. Yep. That played all those. It just literally just jumped in my head just right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cardinals was the key word that I was missing there.
Yes, because he was with Box Boys for years.
Yeah.
He is. They said in his career made over 100 million. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me think about Kawhi, how he's just being frugal with his money. Hopkins is taking. He went back to school and he's taking finance classes in finance. He's invested in a lot of different businesses and companies, etc. because he said he'd seen how many other guys had gotten taken advantage of
Yeah.
just because they didn't know their money, didn't know what was going on with their money, and just assumed that was going to be there. But he has been adamant. He's back in school, taking financial literacy classes and advanced finance classes, man, because he's like, I've got my money spread out in a few different things. He goes, I want to know what my money's doing, not what my no, I need to know that. And I just, it's good to see guys who are making that type of money. And it's like Anthony Goins said, our guest, last week, Anthony Goins, he goes, this is not a career. This is just a platform for a while. Now you can maximize this and be set for the rest of your life and generational wealth if you do it the right way. It was cool to see that article. I got to find it. It was cool to see him talking about that last night. And even with Kawhi, those are breaths of fresh air. I'm not saying get a new car makes you wrong, but it's always refreshing to see some guys that say, you know what, this is a short part of my life and I'm going to maximize it.
Yeah, and if you're one of those athletes making NIL money, Sue's got great videos on it too.
Yes, he does.
Sue's really great at that, making sure guys are taking care of their money. I don't know if he does with the NFL, but I know he's got his own kind of private platform.
He does. Sue does a great job of diversity. And the one thing that's helped Sue too out, and he talks about it quite a bit, is having tutors and mentors who need nothing from you, that truly just want you to do well. It doesn't help when you're getting tutelage from Warren Buffett. That tends to help. And he has surrounded himself with a lot of people who are successful and untrustworthy as far as that goes. Brad from Baldwin, appreciate you typing in Hopkins. Neil, thank you much, buddy. Oogie, thank you much. Unknown Texter 8587, thank you guys much for talking about Hopkins. And that was a name that was escaping my memory for a while there. Folks, we come back. A lot of college football, a lot of coaches. Who are these top 10 and why? And I'm going to ask Harrison, as I was looking through this list, Harrison, I'm going to ask you, are there anyone you think is rated too high or too low in this list? We want to get it from you as well, text line. You can feel free to chime in when we come back. 402-464-5685. We'll be back. College football.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Iconic summer moments deserve an iconic drink. Reach for Mountain Dew, an American original. From its beginnings in the foothills of Tennessee to your biggest summer yet. The refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew is the perfect companion to your American summer adventures. Enjoy the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Tasting great since '48. Look for Mountain Dew in stores near you at mountaindew.com. That's mountaindew.com.
Hey, Jake, you know what I love almost as much as the Big Red?
Big scores on the field?
Good guess, but nope.
Big spikes on the court?
Love those too, but I'm thinking food. Like those big, budget-friendly portions you find at Buzzard Billy's.
Now you're talking. I love Buzzard Billy's. I love the shrimp po' boys and the blackened chicken.
You almost always find me enjoying gumbo.
Big plays, big scores, big wins, Big Red. Yep, love them all, especially
those big portions that are budget-friendly. Only at Buzzard Billy's, A-Market.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front of the line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
I am Harrison Arns, producer of Ticket Weeknights and Weekends right here at 93.7 The Ticket. My favorite things to do in downtown Lincoln are checking out all the local sports events, whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or even Lincoln Stars hockey. I enjoy it all because I get to experience one of the best sports communities in the country.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Lights out? Let LES know where to go. With Powerline, your phone number is matched to your service address, so outages can be restored faster. Keep your information up to date at les.com/powerline.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, this 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long on the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arons, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this fourth quarter Friday. Fourth quarter is when I usually started stretching, Harrison.
What's that?
Usually when I started stretching. I've already knocked out about 8 hot dogs. Couple.
Were you ever eating on the sideline like that?
Absolutely, I was.
Oh, come on, man! You're not locked in for the squad.
I was locked in on that Fairbury hot dog, man. I've been beat up all week. Saturday was a day of rest for me.
You know what? You're darn right. You enjoy that. I forgot you guys you're going up against those black shirts back in the day.
Man, I was on scout team. I mean, I remember Colorado week. We came out. And that's when they had Rashawn Salam, the late Rashawn Salam, God rest his soul, Heisman Trophy winner running back out of Colorado. The dude was just butter. Cordell Stewart as a quarterback, Michael Westbrook as the receiver, and he was big. Me and Jay Foreman were just talking about Westbrook a couple weeks ago. Big dude, 6'3" at least. Just a big dude.
Was that the last Heisman for Colorado? Or no, Hunter just won it. Duh. Travis Hunter.
I totally spaced that too, though.
Yeah.
Hunter was the first since Rashawn Salam back in 94, whenever that was. So it would have been years. But that week we came out with, we had cut out, this before you had all the technology today, but we printed out some Colorado Buffalo decals and slapped them on our helmets. And Coach McBride goes, "Oh, I love this." Black shirts were pissed. That's disrespect.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know it might have been Jock Allen. Jock Allen was a dude who had arms the size of people's legs.
I would have been shaken with that Colorado sticker, putting that on my helmet, like knowing what those guys are going to think.
Here. There was some language I can't use on the air. We was like, man, then blankety blank do something then. The Cook Pavilion was an outright brawl that week. And there were fights and there were blank, and we lived with the guys. You know, me and Tyrone were going at it. Hey, that's what I think. Don't like that from Florida to Alabama. I'm like, man, shut up. Guard me then. Then he caught me with a throat chop that, you know,
that'll do it.
He did. And I was on the ground. He goes, "Hey, AD, that's my bag, dog." He did catch me with a throat chop, but it was just an all outright brawl.
I don't hate that idea. Like, hey, when it comes to Iowa week, let's go print out the Iowa sticker, slap it on the scout team.
You better come with it.
You better.
And it was a different mentality. Hopefully that's back, but it was an outright war in those practices, man. So when game time came around, us guys on scout team were, but you know what though? And that's exactly what the black shirts would do to the opponents. And like I said a few weeks ago, man, over 50% of the teams that we played the following week, they would lose because they had so many players out because the black shirts would just absolutely just destroy those guys physically.
Which is always amazing that, and a lot of it probably goes to the strength and conditioning, that you guys managed to hold on to enough of the talent. Now it helped that you were destroying teams. You can swap them out at the second half, but you got the fact that you guys were practicing that much.
Well, think about this. Not only did it help develop them, but it also rested the first teamers because basically first of all, psychologically, in a lot of those games, it was over in the first quarter. Now, the score may not have been indicative yet, but when you get a hit from somebody real hard to start, that shakes you.
Oh, yeah.
And just physically hitting somebody, they might be able to keep going, but their body's feeling it. Now, think about that over and over and over and over, and someone hitting you to the point to they're telling you what play they're going to run. I mean, literally, we would have offensive linemen saying, "We're running the same play. We are going to run this," and you could hear it. We're running the same play. Now, Coach Osborne didn't always like it. Hey. You know?
The best part is like the leader of the most horrifying team in college football history is led by one of the most soft-spoken guys.
Hey. We're running it again. And when you could see just the defeat in the guy's eyes, because physically they didn't want to play anymore. And Rosebud right here, Rosebud from Elwood, that's what they need. And you're exactly right, man. And you know what, Brad from Baldwin, refresh my memory, was the freshman team gone when you were playing? Yes, they had just finished. They had just eliminated the freshman team. They kept it. We played a few games, Brad, in 92. If I remember right, we did. In fact, I know we did. I think it was Air Force is who we played. And that was it.
Was that where you having completely separate practices?
It was totally different.
So who is the coach for the freshman team?
Coach Solich used to coach that.
Coach Solich. Okay,
Coach Solich. Gillespie was part of it. Coach Young, the late Coach Young.
But you're doing the exact same stuff.
We were so far ahead of the country because we were already running the plays as a freshman.
I don't know where we get the advantage back. You know, like that was such a huge advantage for Nebraska.
Huge.
Well, and Tom Osborne found two of them, that and strength and conditioning.
Yeah, with Boyd Epps.
And that's what led to, you find two major advantages like that.
The dominance was unmatched.
I don't know how you do it today, but I'm always looking forward to like who's the next going to find that next big time advantage.
Yeah, with the portal and everything, and guys wanting to play right away and the NIL, I mean, in fact, NCAA, I don't think back then they wouldn't even allow it any longer. The freshman teams, but it definitely gave us a head start on a lot of kids because you came in ready to go, and there were very few guys. I mean, very few that came in and played as true freshmen.
Oh yeah,
those days just weren't. Those days just didn't happen then, folks. We're going to the top 10. And here's what I appreciate. College football's top 10 coaches for 2026. I'll read the list and then kind of get information. We'll do some talking points on them as well. But Curt Cignetti, which is not a surprise, leads head coach at Indiana. Kirby Smart, number 2 from Georgia. Ryan Day from Ohio State, a guy that they wanted fired just 3 years ago. They were sending death threats to his house, unfortunately. Of course, Swim's man crush Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame. Dan Lanning at Oregon comes in at number 5 and number 6. Steve Sarkisian at Texas at number 6. Lane Kiffin at 7 at Ole Miss. Mike Elko, Texas A&M, number 8. Kyle Whittingham, number 9 at Michigan. A lot of his work obviously goes from Utah in his pedigree for other stops. And, of course, a tie at number 10. I'm not saying of course, but a tie at number 10, Mario Cristobal, Miami, and Kalen DeBoer at Bama. Any in that list, did any of those surprise you being too high, too low, or should he be on it, Harrison?
Not to say that I Cignetti at number 1. I feel like that's too high right now. Maybe I know he just came off a championship.
Harrison,
really?
No. I'm just surprised. Okay.
The record 46-6, 88.885 winning percentage, 27-2 at Indiana. And he just came off a national championship with a Heisman runner. And I'm saying he's too high. I can get the reaction a little bit there. Let's see continuity. What does it look like this year when he's losing a lot of his guys? I just want to see it one more year. And I feel we can put him as a shoe-in at year 1. But I'll be honest, I'd probably move Ryan Day to that number 1 spot still for everything that he's able to do year in, year out.
See, here's what I would say.
And Cignetti too. And it's not far.
Here's what I would say if I were you. And I totally agree. Me personally, I would put Kirby Smart or Ryan Day in that number 1. Why? The longevity. Are we looking at resume or are we looking at what they did last year?
Yeah, but the last year they nailed it.
It's exactly.
Well, not really, because Miami's at 10, somehow tied with DeBoer. That was my other one. We'll get to that.
Yeah. To me, dude, Cignetti, yes, he is the unicorn. But if you look at longevity, how can you not have Ryan Day or Kirby Smart up there? They're always relevant.
Mm-hmm.
They're always relevant. If they're not playing for the Natty, they're sniffing.
Oh, 100%.
They're sniffing. And to do that in this day and age with the landscape of college football and just college sports in general, I mean, it's remarkable. Whether you like Georgia or hate Kirby Smart or whether you love Ryan Day or hate Ryan Day, the numbers don't lie, man.
Yeah, and I want to see what it looks like when Indiana's got its back to the wall. Now, credits to Cignetti. They've done such a good job. They just haven't had that yet. Now, they've been in some close games versus Iowa, but what does it look like when you take that brutal loss? Or when you have a year where you had, with Ryan Days that you mentioned a few years ago, where they're calling for your name to be fired.
Which was absolutely stupid.
It's stupid, but it happens to a lot of coaches. They have to deal with the stupid conversations because Indiana has had zero expectations.
None.
Let's see what it looks like when the pressure's cranked up. Now, maybe he nails it and he proves that he is absolutely the number 1 coach. I don't know what it looks like on this level. He would tell me to Google him for the other levels that he coached through. But let's just see it. I want to see that power form. Once you become a powerhouse, that pressure really starts to rack up. He's losing some key pieces. The coaching staff starting to get that experience to where maybe some of his that tree is starting to grow.
I believe you already had some guys.
He did. So there's a lot. So I think we'll just see some new, not necessarily problems, but new circumstances around how he's going to have to coach this upcoming year. I think they'll be really good still. But I'm going for the longevity of resume. Give me Ryan Day or Kirby Smart too. I wouldn't hate that.
Chris, let me ask you this, because I know we'll go to the other side with this because there's so much to unpack here.
Mm-hmm.
In your gut, you think it was a one and done, and they just decent from here on out, or do you think they start sniffing for a natty again this year?
I think they'll be. I think they'll definitely be in the conversation. I don't know if they'll be the favorite, but they're going to be in that conversation. I think going forward, as long as Curt Cignetti's there.
Well, I tell you what, 10-10-26, we're going to see it firsthand because they come to Nebraska. We're going to see Curt Cignetti and company on October 10th, and we'll be able to gauge it for ourselves right here, right down the street at Memorial Stadium. I personally think that Cignetti's the real deal.
Yeah.
Because of what he did. First of all, you go back to his days at Bama, okay? he learned from one of the greatest coaches ever. And obviously I'm biased. I'm going to say T.O., but he learned from Saban. And Saban was the dynasties of the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? It's early 2000s, mid 2000s, etc. So he was under that tutelage along with a number of other coaches. Sarkisian, Kiffin. I can go on and on. Kirby. We can go on and on with the number of guys that were under the coaching tree of Coach Saban. I think Cignetti's the real deal. Does he? But you know what? I think he becomes like a Kirby, like a Ryan Day, to where obviously they're not going to win it every year. No one's doing that. But I think they're going to be relevant and sniffing consistently. What he did at JMU, not even close to the resources that he has now available at Indiana, because he didn't have them when he first got there.
Right.
He sure as heck. And that what even makes it more remarkable. You take the losingest college football program in the history of college football, and to bring them to a national championship, a conference championship, a Heisman Trophy winner, and do that in less than 1,000 days is absolutely mind-blowing.
We'll see. I don't want to we'll see if the cuteness probably isn't the right word. I'll say the confidence. The biggest fear would be like Nick Sirianni with the Eagles, when he started getting a little bit confident. Some of the press conferences blew up in his face down the road. Not to quite the extent of Google me, but I want to see what it looks like when he's saying those things and he's being super confident, which rightfully so, and it blows up in his face. Does that hurt the program? Do they lock in? Because the Eagles felt like they just completely fell apart. They lose an OC, they lose a DC. The Nick Sirianni, being overly confident at the press conference kind of blows up in their face. The team's having issues. Now, NFL and college football is very different.
I think two different personalities a little bit.
Yeah, definitely two. And just the confidence, though, between them is kind of where I would link them together. Now, obviously, two different leagues, but I think that's just the one thing I haven't seen from Cignetti is stacked up pressure at this level. Because, again, at Indiana, I don't think, even when they were in the national championship last year, even if they didn't win that game, it was going to be like, well, just you did a great job. It's been incredible already. 2 years ago when they made the college football playoffs, if they would have got destroyed game one, have been like, we're totally fine. Like, what you're doing is incredible. I just want to see now that the expectation is there. Now that people are circling Indiana and they are 100% taking you seriously as the defending champ, can you continue to dominate the way you have? I think they'll be good. I think they'll be in the conversation. Isn't as dominant now that they're the team getting circled.
Harrison, I believe this. High expectations either expose you or they validate you.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that.
I'm leaning more on validate.
Yeah, I am too. I think when you have high expectations, someone either they expose this guy or this gal. I'm not saying they're a fraud. I'm not saying fraudulent. I'm simply saying overhyped. It was a one and done, or they caught lightning in the bottle or something like that. Big Brad, as you mentioned, I'll come to you in a second, Brad. But high expectations either expose you or they validate you.
Mm-hmm.
And time does the same thing. Time either rewards you or it exposes you. If you get hired for a job, we say we're going to give this guy or gal 1 year. You have all the resources you need. We've given you everything that you need to be successful. That year is either going to expose you or it's going to validate they made the right hire. It exposes you. Did you do the right things during that year time frame that you said you were going to do? And I'm not saying it always happens in a year or even two, but after about a couple of years, when you hire somebody in the business world, obviously you don't have recruiting cycles and things of that nature. You find out pretty quick whether, and there's some people listening who have made hires before, and about 6 weeks in, maybe even a month in, you're thinking, what in the heck did we do?
Yeah. Well, we had that with Mike Riley a little bit. And again, nothing against, but 7 wins. Wow, we made it. It's like, it's the Bo Pelini carryover. What would have happened if we kept him? Because he had a monster and he didn't get to coach that year out. So you always got to be careful of that stuff. Before we get to the break here, I do want to ask you about Cristobal. A little bit surprised he was down there at 10.
I was shocked. I was looking. I'm like,
championship
and a tie.
Yeah, that's right. He's tied with the board.
The board. I was, it goes to show you these writers and, sports, everybody has their different opinions. But Cristobal definitely deserves to be higher than ranked 10, man.
Mm-hmm. Who would you jump him is the question. You got Steve Sarkisian, Lane Kiffin.
I personally think
Mike Elko. You jumping Mike Elko on my books.
I think Sarkisian's rated too high.
At 6?
Yep. I personally do.
For what he has as a roster, you could definitely make that argument.
Yeah, I mean, that dude, got Lambos out there on recruiting day. I mean, money's not an issue in Texas.
No.
And to me,
and neither is it Miami, but he took that team
to the
national
exactly
championship.
Absolutely, he took him to a natty.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Sarkisian, I don't. First of all, I respect the heck out of the guy. You know, anybody that does what he's done personally and say, you know, I'm here right now, and the changes he's made, etc.
Well, that's a pressure cooker.
Oh, in Texas too?
That'd be a good conversation. What would be the most pressured university to coach at? Texas is probably in that Mount Rushmore.
It's definitely Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
It's definitely on Mount Rushmore. I think he's rated a little high, me personally. I think
agree.
he deserves to be in the top 10, but not at 6.
No, not for all the talent and all the benefits that they get. I mean, you're the University of Texas. Like, yes, you get pressure, but there's a reason for it. You're getting all the ammunition you need to put together great rosters. And like Texas A&M's the same thing. That's why I see them at above Cristobal as well. And I'm like, listen, you guys, you know, how many years in a row are you putting up the most expensive college rosters? And what have you done to show for it? They didn't have Notre Dame. Oh, no, they have Marcus Freeman. Does that feel high? Freeman at 4? I'd like it, but I 4 seems a little high. I'd put Lanning above him, I think, for Oregon.
Yeah. I think 4 is I would have him in the top 10, but I don't know about 4.
I just
don't
think
know
I'm
about
not a Notre Dame fan. I'll be honest.
So that
it might be biased.
So does that play? The truth comes out. I'm just not a Notre Dame fan. Rudy's lying, making up movies and stories.
I will rewatch Rudy last night.
You did?
Yeah. And boy, I was his teammate. My fist is clenched watching that movie.
It was awfully fabricated.
I'm sitting there like, what did I chant for Rudy? I saw that guy like once.
Rudy.
But hey, great Hollywood film. You made your money.
Yeah, Hollywood made their money over 95% of the movie that was fabricated. I understand they never walked in and gave their jerseys to say, I'm not playing if Rudy's not playing.
Yeah,
Joe Montana even got a chuckle out of that. It's like, what the hell? What?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'd be just I don't know if I'd be upset or laughing if I just like saw that.
Hey, coach, give my jersey, give my spot to Rudy, give my. And I was watching. I'm like, man, this is great. Man, this is awesome. Then I started doing some digging. I'm like, they were like, none of that's true. Guy was lying the whole time. Folks, when we come back, we're going to start some more talking about the rest of these coaches because I want to get back on the Marcus Freeman, though. I want to get back on that because you look at Freeman and you look at Lanning. And I think him, okay, I'm going to say this. Another Saban disciple.
Yeah, that's right.
Another Saban disciple. I'm going to say this, though, and maybe I'm crazy with him on the other side. I think he has to have a good year. I'm not saying they're getting rid of him by any stretch of the imagination. But people, you know what? When you're sitting for a long time, what do, Harrison?
Start rocking.
You start rocking because you get restless. If they because they did not look good in the playoffs, bro.
No, they didn't. And they still have moments where you scratch your head early in the season, and then you have a cupcake of a schedule. So they don't find out in November. They find out way later. But
check this out. Signetti went into Eugene and beat them.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that? They went into Eugene. 2 Saban disciples. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, dog? But I'm going to beat you, man. And they did. I don't know if they talk like that, but
I don't know, though.
I can't see Signetti saying, what's up, dog? But you think about 2 guys. One has resources to the heavens in Eugene. All of the Phil Knight money. You got one guy in Signetti, another disciple of Saban, that's just getting kind of like Dave Chappelle. Oh, man, I just got this money. You know what I'm saying? They're just getting the money. But you see Indiana go in there and knock off a Lanning team at home. I think this is just me. I have nothing to back it up. I'm just going by if it were me. You see a team that has over 100 different uniform combinations. That's nice. That's cool. Are you winning? And not just winning, are you putting yourself in contention? Because, dude, they looked absolutely horrible in the playoffs.
They did.
They looked lost. All I'm simply saying is I don't think he can have another season like he did to get into the playoffs and look absolutely atrocious and for people to be happy. Am I saying fire? Absolutely not. They're not getting rid of him unless it was just like a number of years. But I'm simply saying I think people start getting a little restless in Eugene if they have the same end of the season like they did this year. We're going to talk more about it when we come back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Daytime highs approaching 86. Today, under overcast skies with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Winds out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear. Tonight, slight chance of rain showers. Lows dip down to about 68. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Currently, 73.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Hey, Jake, you know what I love almost as much as the Big Red?
Big scores on the field?
Good guess, but nope.
Big spikes on the court?
Love those too, but I'm thinking food. Like those big, budget-friendly portions you find at Buzzard Billy's.
Now you're talking. I love Buzzard Billy's. I love the shrimp po' boys and the blackened chicken.
You almost always find me enjoying gumbo.
Big plays, big scores, big wins, Big Red. Yep, love them all, especially
those big portions that are budget-friendly. Only at Buzzard Billy's, A-Market.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Transform your watch party into a full fan experience. Benny's Battle Barge from Arbor Axe House is the mobile axe throwing trailer designed for fans who want more than just to watch from the sidelines. Step into a lane and go head-to-head while the game plays on screen. It's safe, fun, and perfect for groups who take their sports and their competition seriously. Upgrade your fan headquarters today. Charter the barge at arboraxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive in Seward. We're more than just an automotive repair shop. We're part of this community. Our mission is simple: serve people well, build trust, and provide reliable vehicle repairs at a fair price. From oil changes to diagnostics, major repairs, we're here to help keep your family safe on the road. A1 Automotive, 408 Main Street, Seward, Nebraska.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Aris on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. I personally think Eric says right here, AD, you know Harrison doesn't know about Chappelle. You watch Chappelle, don't you, man? You see Chappelle?
Yeah, I do like watch comedy. This is the one area I'm not like. I couldn't tell you like all the older ones, but I know Chappelle. I think I'd have to really be living under a rock. If I don't know who that one was.
He was in Lincoln about 7 or 8 years ago at the Rococo.
He does sneaky stints. Like he doesn't go to big shows. Like he just shows up places, works on his stuff, and then you'll see him in a special. We had put it all out there.
Absolutely, we had to put our phones in, check our phones in.
Yeah, you can't share that stuff.
The footage, but he was absolutely hilarious, man. And got to meet him afterwards, and just cool as a fan, man. Hey, what do y'all do here, man? I mean, it's nice. Seems like a nice town, huh? Good people. We're laid back. They don't sweat you too much, man. You know,
is he really that nice of a guy?
He is cooler than the other side of the pillow. And when I was talking to him, there were some people that came up because we were right in Barrymore's, because it's back since the Rococo, and they want to take a picture. He goes, you know what? I'll hang out with you. I'll sign everything, but I'm just asking, please, no pictures. He wasn't a punk about it. And, you got to respect that, man. And they were totally cool, and he hung out with them. In fact, he bought them cocktails.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't blame any artist, celebrity for ever saying that. Like, I don't know how we ran into it. It's like, how about you shake my hand?
Yeah.
Before anybody asks me for some freaking pictures.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a celebrity. Drives me up a wall.
He was totally cool about it too, man.
That's
totally
awesome.
Cool
it's good to hear when like some of the greats are cool guys in person.
He was cool, man. He was cool. Harrison, we talked about, so I'm going to go really quickly because I know time is pressing through the finishing of them. Do you have a problem with, I mentioned Sarkisian. I just think it's a little high from with the resources. Yeah. Do you have a problem with Lane Kiffin being at 7?
Unfortunately not. I think it depends. Like if if you look at his resume, he seems like he's one of those coaches that's on the come up. Is it a little bit too high? You can make that argument, but I don't think he's too far from it. And with the LSU, if you're projecting, I think he'll be off to the races in LSU this upcoming season. I don't think, you got Ed Orgeron, that recruiting monster, with you. That was closer to Waterboy, the special teams coordinator. You couldn't even understand.
Wait. Coming out right there, boy. They get move down, and we get it. You get it right. I think we get Lane Kiffin right there. We're gonna be right up. We're gonna be right up there again, right there.
Where do I sign, Coach?
Big Ty, I think you're right. I think LSU is a sleeper too, Harrison. I think LSU could be a problem this year.
DeBoer at 10? DeBoer at 10?
Do you think he should be in the top 10?
No.
I don't either.
Let me pull up where he's at. I know like he's pulled it around a little bit, right? Like he deserves some credit because it felt like it was going to fall apart. I think they lost to Florida State, and everyone was kind of felt like the roof was burning down there. But he also inherited a monster at Alabama.
He got the keys to a Lambo.
So he did go, and what he did at Washington, he was at Fresno State. He, turned that around. Washington, second year there, he turned that around. And now Alabama, year 2, he's shown over and over again. He goes from first year to second year. He wins more at every stop he's been so far. And last year he did go 11, but he went 11-4. And again, that's like when you're inheriting Alabama, all the keys to it. And you had some slip ups. I get it, but it's good. I'm just not ready to put him up there as like one of the top 10 coaches yet. Like, let me see it for one more year. If they hover around like 11, 12 wins, like, yeah, I can start putting him up there. I just want to see it one more year, or if the greatness of Saban starts to wear off over time.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, bro. I personally think Saban, not Saban, I'm thinking so much Saban. He has to have a big year. Alabama cannot go 11-4 again, or it's going to get very, very, very loud in Tuscaloosa. I just, the expectations they have there, they're going to have to get it done.
Well, they got a nice schedule.
Well, you think about, I haven't looked at their schedule, but the game that really exposed him was the beatdown they took in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
38-3. They just got absolutely just dog walked, abused, beat me, kicked me, stomped
close
me.
calls with South Carolina.
Yeah.
They had a close call with Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Like, again, they won 11 games.
And you did beat Georgia. So I'm sorry, you lost to Georgia 28-7, which was, that's a huge rivalry there. But yeah, when you're slugging it out with South Carolina, I'll give them grace on Missouri because Missouri is a good football team. Missouri's record wasn't terrible by any stretch. Missouri battled, went to a bowl game.
No, the first 2 months were at home.
Yeah.
They had a crazy home schedule. I mean, credit to Missouri, they took advantage of it.
Absolutely. So Bama, I really feel that of Oregon, but I think with DeBoer, they're going to have to go deep in the playoffs to get, because then people, man, they were sweating him about not wearing a polo.
Yeah,
he wore a T-shirt not the year before, and they were like, "What's he doing out there wearing a T-shirt? You got to be wearing a polo." Coach Saban always more. It's just like if he was winning, they wouldn't care if he came out there dogged on a quarter zip, a tank top, or what he wore out there. But when you're losing, when the expectations in the history that Bama has had, man, you're jumping into a pressure cooker.
Oh, yeah, fans look at the regular season like practice for the games that really matter.
Oh, absolutely.
So like when you're sweating it out in regular season games, right or wrong, fans are not happy.
Well, you were talking about Mount Rushmore's of top hardest place to coach.
Pressure cooker.
Bama's right there as well.
Oh, yeah. That might be one of you probably put those up there like Texas. Florida's got enough going on that maybe you can get distracted by it. But those two are definitely up there.
Bama
is Nebraska on that list? Because you're in a bubble, maybe not the loudest bubble, but
we haven't been relevant. I mean, let's just be honest. When would you say the last time Nebraska had been relevant nationally?
You'd have to go back to that last year in the Big 12 where we're playing Texas. That was the last time we're part of that postseason conversation.
I don't think Nebraska is in that Rushmore of pressure. I mean, it's pressure here, absolutely. But we can look from our own text line. The expectations, people have just been downtrodden for so long, they're not even set themselves. Hopefully that narrative changes.
That's true.
But, Texas has been relevant. Bama sure as heck's been relevant. We could go a number of other schools before we go to Nebraska because it's been so long since we've been in the conversation on that.
Yeah,
show.
Ohio State's up there.
Oh, absolutely.
Nebraska.
Ohio State, it definitely is. You know what? I would even venture to say Michigan is up there because they will get rid of you quick.
Yeah, Kyle Whittingham, they'll give him a leash, just not a very long one.
Kyle, we love you, but you better win.
Yeah.
You better win.
And if you don't win, you better beat Ohio State.
You better believe it. And they just say that team.
And then here in Nebraska, we're like, just one. Beat Iowa or be good. We'll take one.
Folks, we'll be back with the AD attitude adjustment. It's Friday, fourth quarter Friday. We'll be back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one.
Contract select plumbing and utility today at 402-560-6197. Assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey there, this is Paul Shield, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Lights out? Let LES know where to go. With Powerline, your phone number is matched to your service address, so outages can be restored faster. Keep your information up to date at les.com/powerline.
Ever look at your house and think, ouch, it's stuck in the past? Or realize that your kitchen needs a new everything? Like thousands of homeowners, you can simply call SprayNet Lincoln. Their patented spray system and paint delivers a flawless factory finish, no mess, done in a day, and cost-effective. It looks just like new, including your vinyl. And it's all backed by their 15-year no-peel warranty. SprayNet Lincoln, custom chemistry and smarter painting. Google SprayNet Lincoln or call them now at 402-383-3336 or email ching@spray-net.com.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Are you looking for a jump start on your health and fitness this summer? The next Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge starts July 11th. And right now, ticket listeners can save an incredible $200 off the 10-week challenge. Our proven program combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition coaching, and accountability to help you lose fat, build strength, and create healthy habits that last. No matter your current fitness level, our coaches will guide you every step of the way. Don't wait until summer is over to start feeling better. Join the Farrell's 10-week challenge starting July 11th and save $200 as a ticket listener. Visit fxblincoln.com today. That's fxblincoln.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results you can see and feel.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Transform your watch party into a full fan experience. Benny's Battle Barge from Arbor Axe House is the mobile axe throwing trailer designed for fans who want more than just to watch from the sidelines. Step into a lane and go head-to-head while the game plays on screen. It's safe, fun, and perfect for groups who take their sports and their competition seriously. Upgrade your fan headquarters today. Charter the barge at arboraxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
I am Harrison Arns, producer of Ticket Weeknights and Weekends right here at 93.7 The Ticket. My favorite things to do in downtown Lincoln are checking out all the local sports events, whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or even Lincoln Stars hockey. I enjoy it all because I get to experience one of the best sports communities in the country.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Daytime highs approaching 86. Today, under overcast skies with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Winds out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear. Tonight, slight chance of rain showers. Lows dip down to about 68. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Right now, 74.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arends on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
My name is Ed Ogeron. My name is Ed Ogeron. What dough? What dough? What dough? You want me to go out? 16 million make you think. 17 million make you think. I tell you right now, you give me $16 million, you tell me what dough you want me to go out of and what time. And I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to give you a little bit of boudin for the road and some crawfish and some crawdad. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that.
I never know how to react to when Ed Orgeron joins the studio. Oh, I get the vibe. The vibe feels great. The language barrier is strong.
Language barrier.
I bet that's what's like recruiting trips. Yeah. What did he say? I don't know, but the vibe was good. Just sign right then and there.
I want your son to come right there. Go Tiger. What in the hell did Ed just say? I don't know, but we're going to say, I only got Go Tiger.
I got Go Tiger now.
I the Tiger. I don't know, Rocky. Oh, man, folks, we had a good ride with you today on this Friday. It went quick, Harrison. It went quick, buddy. I want to say this real quick. I think regardless of where you're at, we were kind of talking about this off here a little bit with DP, and I know you guys got a great one-on-one with DP coming up. You guys definitely want to stay close to it and stay on the station. Regardless of how much money you may have available, you better have someone who's a good overseer of it. That's just non-negotiable. You got to make sure, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting 2026 season, that's for sure. Not only in Nebraska, but just in college football in general, folks. A quick little AD attitude adjustment I have for you today is be in the moments. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my best to do that this weekend with my family, my son, Aid and Isabella. Big shout out to them. Congratulations to you. Because the thing about weddings, the chance of all those people being together again is extremely rare. And if it is, it's usually for something tragic that took place.
Yep.
It's not a celebration. It's usually a celebration of someone's life instead of the life they're about to start. So this weekend, do your best. Be in those moments. I'm going to do my best to be in mine. Harrison, appreciate you. Folks, stay tuned to One-on-One with DP Left. Don't change this dial. One-on-One with DP coming up next. Coming up next. He's going to be here in a second.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Are you looking for a jump start on your health and fitness this summer? The next Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge starts July 11th. And right now, ticket listeners can save an incredible $200 off the 10-week challenge. Our proven program combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition coaching, and accountability to help you lose fat, build strength, and create healthy habits that last. No matter your current fitness level, our coaches will guide you every step of the way. Don't wait until summer is over to start feeling better. Join the Farrell's 10-week challenge starting July 11th and save $200 as a ticket.